All right, hello there, Cade here from Ravencroft Guitars, and this is a mini episode before the supercut of my great guitar build-off video because we have to fix my build. We have to fix the Pathfinder a little bit. So the issue that we've identified is that I messed up with my scale length. What I realized I did was when I measured from the 12th fret, I went from the 12th fret as opposed to the 12th fret. Guitar player, guitar builder. So that means that my bridge is slightly off. So what we're going to need to do is, first off, we're going to need to plug these holes. I'm going to stain them, and then I have an idea on how to make them disappear a little bit. Yeah. I'm also going to have to recess them a little bit because having the Tune-O-Matic messed up my neck break angle. So we're going to have to recess this just a touch, and then yeah, we should be good from there, I think. So I've got a template here made for my recess to go through with my router, but first we need to plug these up because otherwise I'm going to end up tearing out those holes even bigger and it's going to be a nightmare. So I figured out that the hole is 15-30 seconds, so I've marked that out roughly. I'm going to need 2 of them, but we'll use this as a test. I'm going to cut that out on my bandsaw, and then we will smooth out with either the belt sander, or I will drill a screw into the back end, put it on my drill, and have a makeshift lathe. So at this point, I should probably remind people that I am in no way an expert, and that this is not a tutorial video. It's just how I'm doing it, not how you should do it. I'm sure there's better ways. Then we're going to take this, make it a little more cylindrical. Now, I screwed it to the back end, and now we have a lathe. Once again, don't be like me. Be better. Admit it, you didn't think that was gonna work. I didn't think that was gonna work. Here we are. That right there is 2 pretty decent plugs. Obviously we'll have to sand them down a little bit, but not bad. There we go, and just like that, we have some plug holes. Gonna let this sit and cure for a little bit. Then I'm going to make sure it's nice and flush, and then we're gonna stain it to match with the espresso from what is it? Minwax. And then once that's good to go, then we can go ahead and recess. Fun stuff. Ready, set, go. Well, that only broke my heart a little bit to have to do, but there's recess. We're gonna save that guy because that worked surprisingly well. Nothing I make ever works that well. That's evidenced by the fact that I have to do this. Okay, now we do still have a little bit of an issue with these knobs that I need to figure out. All right, she's in there. I had to take a chisel to this, so I'm going to sand that just to make it nice and smooth, but she's in. Now I'm going to go in, stain all this, and And then, yeah, figure out how I'm gonna cover this up. I have an idea, but we'll have to see.
Five minutes later.
Alright, so I got both recesses dug. Obviously, I can fit in a bridge and everything. I'll have to mess around with the height. The tailpiece is actually nice because the actual size of it covers the recess. It's basically resting on the ground, but I can always adjust it as needed. Now, it's time for me to experiment with covering that up. So, the plan is I'm going to copper leaf that sword stencil over top of where the old holes were, where the plugs I put in are. Because they're still pretty noticeable. Now, I know this isn't going to hide them completely. If there's a way to do that, it's beyond A, my ability, and B, my knowledge. But I figured that this is not the kind of competition where I'm going to try to hide all of my mistakes, especially since I've made videos about it now. You know, there's some things that are worth hiding, but I figure at this point it's better to just kind of lean in. So with this, it's not going to hide the mistakes, it's just going to kind of obfuscate the viewer from it. Between that and the strings going over top, I'm hoping that you won't be able to see them. I'm also hoping you can't hear the plane that's flying over by. This is the third time I filmed this now. I don't have any proper copper size. I tried finding some on Amazon. It's stupid expensive for a 2-ounce bottle. So instead, I got Mod Podge because the internet told me that this should work, and the internet has never lied to me before. I'm nervous. Let's see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I sand it back down. So all I'm doing here, I'm just scraping it back, kind of cleaning up those lines a little bit. But I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so I went over it with another thin layer of Mod Podge. I figured that I'll seal it all in. Once that's cured, I'll be able to move forward. Well, there you go. There's how I fixed my mistake. Moved back the bridge and recessed it and covered up the mistake a little bit. Obviously, still needs to cure a little bit. Once it cures, it goes clear, but you can see it's still a little bit white. But it is basically done. All I need to do now is put the knobs and stuff back in, go over my wiring once more to make sure that it's all good, and then we'll be ready for a sound test. But if you want to hear that, you're going to have to wait until you see the supercut here, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see the rest of the build, make sure you check out the playlist. It's been the last 5 episodes that I've put out. You can see the whole thing being built up to this point. As well, if you don't want to watch all of that content, which I understand, you're all busy people, I will be putting together a supercut here in the next week or so that's going to kind of condense all of that down into one 15-minute video that you can check out, complete with a sound test, I promise. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.